Justin from Books, Bricks, and Boards, back with another solo Sunday, continuing my series of adventures in the land of Daylore, playing Too Many Bones. Today I'm going to try playing Tink, true solo, against Gendrix. For those of you that have watched my other videos, Gendrix and Duster are the two baddie tyrants from the base set that I have not completed true solo in this run through. So this is kind of getting down to those tyrants that I put off till last because I didn't really want to deal with them. Gendrix might not be a good matchup for Tink. Gendrix is a tyrant that actually targets two separate enemies. So because of that, they will get the benefit of hitting both me and my bots, but I am hopeful that I can build Tink in such a way that he can survive the onslaught. My plan is going to be to get his health up as high as I possibly can, put a few dice into defense, and plan on using the firing arm and fifth leg combo on the way to the tyrant. Maybe a little air horn action before I get there. It won't help me once I get there. And then I'm going to have to just hope that I have maybe a healing item or two, or get some really good defense dice, because Gendrix also has Hardy. So he's only going to be taking 1 damage no matter what I do to him every turn. So I can damage him on my turn for 1, and then he could be damaged on his own turn for 1, except for Tink has no way to cause damage on his turn. I don't have a bleed effect. I don't have a poison effect that I can use. So again, maybe I can get something from loot to make that happen, but I don't want to rely on that. So my big plan is to just try to make Tink survivable enough to outlast him, knowing that I'm going to be doing 1 point of damage to him every turn, and hoping beyond hope that I can defend away and prevent the damage that he will take enough that I can outlast him. We'll see what happens. As you know, not all of my adventures are successful, so I will play through the lead-up days to the final battle, and then I'll come back for the final battle on camera. Hey, this is Justin back from Books, Bricks, and Boards. Got to the final encounter, just finished up day 8, and so now I'm ready to fight Gendrix. I've already got the board set up. So, got a kobold that I added to the baddie queue, 1 point kobold. Gendrix is ranged, so he'll go back here. And then, it doesn't really matter where I go. I suppose I'll go here to make sure that I get done what I need to get done with my bot. I need to roll this before the battle starts. Okay, that's good enough. I'm going to build the Gatling, rather. I did not get the Jericho. Had to use my battle plan too many times. So, I don't know that this guy's going to last very long, as far as my bot. So I don't know how much I want to put into him actually having much extra battery. So let's see what we got. I am at a 4, which means I'm going to go second after the kobold. Kind of wish I had my air horn right now for that annoying, pesky little kobold, but I don't, so it is what it is. So, kobold's going to go first. He is going to attack me with 1 die, and of course he does 2 damage right off the bat. Not great. So I take 2. I do have these agate herbs over here, which will help a little bit. So Kobold's turn's over, my turn. I am going to exhaust that die. I'm going to build a bot. It's going to be this one. I am going to spend 1 to tick it up 1, so it's got 3 battery power. My second is going to be to place it. Third is going to shoot the gun, tick it down 1. It's going to attack Gendrix, which brings him down 1 hit point because he is hardy. Also, I have to take out, for limit, I had to take out my attack die. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to do 1 point to this guy because he is also hardy, which is annoying. And then it's going to be it's going to be actually Gendrix's turn. Gendrix is going to attack the 2 weakest. So we'll roll against him first because he is the absolute weakest. So he takes 2 damage, which means he may survive to actually get to shoot again, which would be good. Whoops, I rolled one of the wrong dice. That was bones. So, got 2. Oh, I need to roll his globe. What does that do? Action or active orb. Place this die and 4 hit points on a baddie lane, ranged position. If that position is occupied, tip the next position. If all 4 are filled, the orb is not active. Well, the orb is on the map. For each bones a gearlock rolls, deal 1 damage to that gearlock. Awesome. Well, that's actually not too bad because it means he's basically not going to be rolling his tyrant die now, and I really don't roll a lot of dice. So it could have been worse than that. We'll just say that. Oh, and he needs to roll to hit me. That wasn't great, but again, it could have been worse. He got an average hit. So my 9 health is already down to 4. Wonderful. So my strategy, as it were, doesn't look like it's going to work, but I don't know what I could have done given the circumstances here. Actually, I'm sorry. I had 2 defense dice, so I get 2 of those back. So that's not as bad. Okay, so round 2. Kobold has compound, so he's going to get dice equal to the number of the round. So he's going to roll 2 dice against this. I need him to not roll a 2. And he did not. So that means my bot lives to fight another day, which is a really good thing for me. So that is that Kobold's turn. I'm going to tick him down. So then I need 1 die here. 2, 3, 4. And 5. So I ticked him down, so he will attack, dealing 1 damage. He's going to shoot the firing arm there, and I'm going to roll some defense dice. Okay, so he does 1 damage, which is enough to kill that guy. So Kobold is dead. I got 2 of these defense dice. Unfortunately, I rolled a bones, and since this is out here, that bones does a point of damage to me. However, I'm going to tick down my agate herbs to gain back a life. I'm going to do that again. And I'm just going to use all of it. I'm going to get all my life back. let's see, yep. So they are used. And I'm back to my 9 life, my healthy 9 life. I do have a bones. Hot gasket would deal a point of damage, but he has already taken damage this turn, so I cannot, no matter what I do, I can't do any damage to him. So, done. So, oh, sorry, got to go with Gendrix again. Gendrix is going to roll his 3 attack dice. He's already got his 2 defense dice out there. His tyrant die is already out because it's the orb. So he's going to only do 1 damage. Unfortunately, that's still enough to kill my bot. So my bot is officially kaput. So that part's not great. But that is why I have extra bots, or at least an extra bot. So we're going to go to round 3. I'm going to go first. So it's got 4 hit points. I think it might be able to survive 2 turns. So I'm going to spend, let's see, this is, Grublet is going to be my mech that I can build. I'm going to build him for 1 dex to deploy him. Do I want to put... The great thing about these robots is that their dice don't exhaust. Even when they die, they go back into your spot. But I don't want to have to pay to build, to use the build die. So I think what I actually want to do is just see if I can survive the onslaught and let true damage from exhaustion kill this guy. I'll absorb a couple of shots with Grublet, and then hopefully my defense dice will protect me. So I'm going to spend 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll move up. So I have the option now of attacking the orb if I want to get rid of it. I don't know that I do, but so he is built. I'm going to tick him down. He'll attack, which takes off a defense die. It doesn't really do much. And then I'm going to roll some defense dice. So I rolled 2 1s. Unfortunately, I only have 3 active spots. I was actually looking for some bones, even though it would damage me. Not sure if that's the right call or not. Okay, so that was actually, was that turn 3? Yeah, okay. So, yeah. So then we've got his turn. He's going to attack here. He does 4 damage, which is enough to kill my mech. So both of my mechs are dead. So it is full-on defense plan now. So we're going to go to round 4. And I'm going to roll my 1 defense die that I have left, because I have defense of 4. I've got 3 up here. And then I'm going to roll my... Oh, I only have 1 attack die because I had to lose 1 for limit. So I'm going to do that, attacking this. What I was hoping for was to maybe get a 2 here and replace one of these, which is legal. So I'm going to take 1 off of that. And then it will be his turn. And I'm going to hope that he doesn't do a whole lot of damage. And I blocked all of the damage, luckily. And now it's round 5. So I am going to roll my 4 defense dice, and I'm actually not going to roll my attack dice because I just realized if I end up burning myself with extra bones, that may give him the advantage he needs. Doggone it. That was almost not the case. Take a point for the orb. 3 lousy ones again. So I got 3 defense dice. Hope he does not roll above average. And we'll see what happens. Okay, he gets 3, so I block the 3. And I'm 1 hit ahead of him. Okay, we're in the bleed turns. So he takes a point, I take a point. And this takes a point. I need to not roll bones on these defense dice really bad. And I did anyways. So I think that might be, no, it's not it yet. So I've got, I got hammer time too. So I can do 3 true damage, which will go to 1 because he's hardy, unfortunately. Man, I really hate hardy as an ability. Including true damage. Yeah, I'm going to use hammer time to do a point of damage to him. And then it is going to be his turn. He does 3. I block it. Next turn, we both take 1. This takes 1. I am going to roll my 3 extra defense dice, or do I just want to run? Let's see, what can I do here? If I just ran, oh no, because he actually would stay here. I should be here. Yeah, he doesn't move because he's ranged. So the movement is wrong in this battle now. I should have been here. And yeah, so I had extra decks that I didn't use. So it's not a huge deal, but it is annoying that I messed that up. So we both taken our exhaustion damage. I'm going to roll my defense dice. And I did get 3 1s. So I didn't lose any from the orb. He's going to attack me. He gets 3, knocks out my 3. Next turn, we each take 1, which means he's going to be rolling this die again, which actually doesn't really matter. But I get to go first. I'm going to roll my 4 defense dice. It did matter that that thing died, though, because otherwise I would have taken 2 damage right there. This is kind of lousy, though, because now I only have 2 defense. Don't roll high. Okay, so I actually blocked it. I got 2. Okay, so yikes, that's good. So all right, so this will go on spot 2. Might have put that on the wrong spot last time. Messing up all sorts of stuff here. So he got 2 hits, which I had 2 defense dice, luckily. So we're gonna do that, and that. And it's gonna be my turn again. I'm gonna roll my 4 defense dice. No bones, please. 2 bones. I think, oh, actually, no, that's not it. That's not it. I am going to just barely squeak by. So I take 2 damage from this guy here. But I can use hammer time to do true damage to him. True damage ignores defense dice, which puts us both on 1. The Gearlock gets to choose the order of damage for the exhaustion, because any damage that happens at the beginning, you get to choose the order, if I'm remembering the rule correctly. And so I believe when it rolls around, well, he gets to attack first. So let's see if he does more than my 3 defense. He does. So he just kills me. Never mind. I'm just dead. So Tink nearly pulled off what I would consider an upset against Gendrick. All that being said, Tink being kind of a lousy choice because he has no bleed, he has no poison, and he's not particularly tanky by nature. I think that this went better than I expected. All right, this is Justin back. Just finished up my battle of Tink versus Gendrix. As a reminder, I've got just Gendrix and Duster left from the base box to defeat. I do think I'm going to end up probably using one of the Gearlocks that I had previously used. Don't think I have in the base Gearlocks a great option that I'm particularly skilled with playing to beat Gendrix. So I think I may use, I don't know, maybe I'll use Gasket. Maybe Gasket would be good. He's got a bleed effect, pretty durable, immune to the poison from the bog type baddies. Not really good against the scale type baddies, but I think he has some game. So I think probably next time I'll play some Gasket maybe against Gendrix. Gendrix will definitely be the tyrant I go after, because I'm really not looking forward to playing against Duster. I have played off camera against Duster a couple of times, and she just destroyed me. So we're going to keep rolling till we get all of these tyrants beat, and then maybe go through some Undertow tyrants, and then possibly build some with splicing dice. For those of you that have not been watching Chip Theory's posts or social media, they have just announced that they're going to be doing another Kickstarter for Too Many Bones next month. And that Kickstarter is going to be called Unbreakable. And it's going to introduce, I think they said 6 or 7 more Gearlocks, equivalent content to Undertow. Be another small box. Will also be a chance to get a small box version of the core set and all of the old stuff. They kind of hinted that they probably won't offer the trove chest again, but basically everything else you're probably going to be able to buy most likely through this Kickstarter. So Chip Theory Games is a great company. They are very conscientious of their corporate citizenship, do a lot of good for the community. They are good people in general. They've got great customer service. So if you are watching this video and you haven't decided yet whether you want to pledge for the Unbreakable Kickstarter that's coming up, I don't know that I'm any influence on you, but my vote would be yes. Everybody that's interested in this game at all should be investing in that Kickstarter. And then the other thing with that Kickstarter is they are saying that it is the last Kickstarter to introduce new content for Too Many Bones. So the game will be considered complete. I'm sure they'll keep printing it because it's too popular to not sell, and they put too much investment into it. So I'm sure that they will keep it in print. But the game itself is going to be considered complete with this, so this will be your last chance to get in on a new content Too Many Bones Kickstarter. Okay, so back to the Tyrant challenge that I did. I tried to make Tink extremely tanky. I maxed out his health die. I gave him a bunch of extra defense, And then I kept his bots pretty bare minimum because I knew they weren't going to be a whole lot of use against the Tyrant, and I was right about that. I really wish he had some means to deal poison or bleed. If that was a die for one of his bots, that would have been really helpful to whittle Gendrix down. It was so close, so close. Lousy orb and the bones that I rolled, they just put it just out of reach. Tantalizingly close to a victory there. But, you know, that is the beauty and the tragedy of Too Many Bones, is so many of the games are really close and they end up hinging on a good or bad die roll, and you always remember the bad ones and you always forget about the good ones. But great game, as always. Had a good time. Hope you did too. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. This is Justin from Books, Bricks, and Boards. Good gaming, and God bless.